my name is Anjali, and I'm from New York City. I'm currently in graduate school in my first year studying clinical psychology in order to get my doctoral degree. And I wanted to take a moment to share a little bit about my experience working with Pankaj. A few months ago, I actually was in an extremely bad car crash. I was in the back of a car, and the car ended up getting T-boned and ended up spinning and then proceeded to hit a street sign. And I remember vividly in that moment of how in shock I was. I couldn't even process what had just happened in that moment. It was extremely scary. And I remember getting home later that day, and I had excruciating pain shooting down my back. So I had really bad whiplash, and I had a lot of tightness in my neck and shoulders. And, I thought after a week or two I was going to be okay. I took some aspirin, and I just figured, what, it's whiplash. I'll heal in the next, couple weeks. And unfortunately, I realized it had only gotten worse. And what had happened was the next time I went to go sit in a car, I almost had a panic attack. I felt extremely stressed, and I just felt myself just feeling so uncomfortable to be in a car that I almost wanted to jump out of the car. I was just so scared. I remember I was struggling to put my seatbelt on, my hand was trembling. And it genuinely was extremely scary because it was something that I thought that I had overcome. I was like, it was a car accident. I thought I would get over it, and I didn't. Not only that time, but every time I was in a car, I would constantly feel a little panicked, and I just extremely, extremely anxious. And I remember one day, one of my friends, she was like, oh, I'll pick you up and I'll, take you to where you have to go. And I walked 30 minutes instead of taking a 5-minute car ride because of how scared I was to get in that car. And so a few months after that, I decided to reach out to Pankaj, and I told him a little bit about what I had experienced. And so we decided together that I was going to do a few sessions with him. And within 2 of these healing sessions with him, my physical pain, so that whiplash, that tightness, in the neck, in the shoulders, and in my body, all of that was released. And better yet, the next time I had gone and sat in a car, I remember texting Pankaj. I was like, I'm not anxious anymore. A very surreal experience. I felt extremely calm getting in that car. I didn't, immediately grab for the seatbelt, and I wasn't, holding on to the little handrail. And it was really, really crazy to see that only within 2 of these healing sessions with Pankaj did that shift happen. I figured, I was like, it's going to be a process. It's going to take time. And, yes, for some things it might. Within that span of time, the fact that he helped resolve that so quickly, and the fact that it's also been a permanent change, that now, whenever I get in a car, I don't feel anxious. I feel very comfortable. I feel safe. And I think the fact that I feel safe in an environment where I used to feel extremely freaked out really shows the intensity of, the work that you do with Pankaj, and the fact that he helped me so much. I'm so grateful to him because, I don't want to live a life where I'm in fear of something because of one incident. And I'm really grateful that he has helped, shift my mindset on that, and has also really helped me through his energy systems work. And again, the fact that it's permanent and long lasting, I think that it's incredible. And I truly, believe in him, and I believe in his methods. I highly recommend that if, if you're facing similar challenges of, anxiety or stress going into certain situations, whether it was because of a car accident or, any event that has happened in your life, I truly, truly implore you, speak to Pankaj and work with him, because he really works miracles, but he does it through an incredible, scientific process of the energy systems. And I really do think that he can help heal you. So I highly recommend working with him.